give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Gloria. She's the reason I'm making this video, and I hope you all find this video very informative and you learn a lot from it. 411 on pinworms, also called threadworms. Pinworms are small, thin, pin-shaped worms that sometimes live in the colon or rectum. They're about the size of a staple. The female deposits her eggs on the skin, which is why pinworms are so contagious. Pinworms are a type of nematode. They are a white roundworm. Symptoms of a pinworm infection include itching around the anus, restlessness, and trouble sleeping. Some people, though, have no symptoms. Other symptoms that you may see as a result of a pinworm infection include rashes, worms in your stool, butt pain, infection or inflammation of the vulva or vaginal area for women, postmenopausal bleeding, severe itching on the skin, abdominal pain, and nausea. You can get pinworms in many different ways. You can get them by sharing things with others. They can be on the skin or in the eyes. Pinworms are very easy to spread around. You can get them by sharing things with people such as bedding, clothing, drinks, eating after someone, and things like that. You can also get them from having sexual intercourse with someone who has pinworms. You can also get them from swimming pools or even bathing with someone who has pinworms. And of course, you can also get them from kissing someone who has pinworms. You can also get pinworms by breathing in their eggs or by accidentally swallowing their eggs. So you can get them by touching something that someone who has pinworms has touched, and you can also get them from petting animals because the pinworm eggs are on the skin or fur, so you can get them from pets that way. So just how common are pinworms? Pinworms affect millions of people around the world. The countries with the most incidences of pinworm infections include the United States, India, England, Thailand, Sweden, and Denmark. infections are most common in adults between the ages of 30 to 39 years old because they often get them from their children. Now, there are a lot of lies online about pinworms. Lie number 1. Pinworm infections rarely cause serious health problems. Well, pinworms are parasites, and they live by eating you, their host. Any creature that lives by eating you and laying eggs in you can seriously harm you. Lie number 2. Animals do not harbor pinworms. I think we pretty much figured out that this is not true. Pinworms are intestinal roundworms that live in the intestinal tract of humans, horses, rabbits, and hamsters. So yeah, pinworms can live in animals, and they can live on them. Their eggs can be on their skin and on their fur. There are many over-the-counter drugs available to treat pinworms, and there are many natural remedies available to treat them as well. However, regardless of whichever route you choose to take, there are some things you're going to have to do instead of just take medication. You need to find the source of the pinworms, otherwise you can reinfect yourself again. You must deep clean your home as well as yourself. If you leave the pinworm eggs on the surfaces of your home, you will reinfect yourself and anyone who comes into your home. So there's a lot required to get rid of pinworms. It is a bit tedious and time consuming, and it requires dedication. You're going to have to be patient, and you're going to have to just do your best to get rid of the pinworms out of your environment in order to protect yourself. You need to figure out what happened before you got the infection. Did your pet go outside and come back in? Did you have someone over at your house? You need to kind of think about how you likely got the infection. And we get germs in so many different ways that this is actually quite difficult to do. I totally get it. But we don't really have a choice because, well, survival is hard. And that means we sometimes have to do a lot more work to make things work for us in general. So as you go through this, or as you experience pinworms, if you've already experienced them before, understand that the key to pinworms is understanding hygiene and basically being aware of your environment and observing the things that affect you in a negative way.